So I want to briefly discuss the implications of these findings. We first tried to look at what the impact, the estimated costs were of these outcomes. And this slide shows some of the costs that we can find. So the cost of grade retention is essentially the cost of 1 year of educating a student according to the U.S. Department of Education, and that cost is about $11,153 per student per repeated school year. The cost of special education or additional services under a 504 plan varies by the need and the type of disability. But it has been estimated that on average, special education services cost districts an additional $10,000 per student per year of services. And although the cost of student suspensions and expulsions are not available, we know that it incurs substantial costs related to school staff time to address the behavioral incidents, lost school funding due to student absence, lost parent wages due to missed work, and to paying others to supervise their children while suspended or expelled. We haven't included the cost of school dropout, juvenile justice involvement, and decreased participation in the workforce, all of which are more likely to occur among children who have experienced these academic difficulties. I want to return to one of our original points that social behavioral skills develop long before children enter school in the context of the family. Although we believe there is wide consensus that parents are central to children's academic and general well-being, we really don't have a clear vision for how to effectively support parents in school settings. For example, there are a number of evidence-based parenting programs shown to strengthen parenting skills and capacities and improve children's social, emotional, and academic outcomes. We do not have a clear policy, strategy, or payment mechanism for building parenting capacities in the school setting. Yet this is where it's having a pretty devastating impact on children. Moreover, schools are natural, non-stigmatizing settings where we want parents to be actively engaged. I also want to highlight that this has impacts on teachers. I know we have a lot of teachers participating, and I'm very curious as to what your responses to these data, probably things that you live with every day. But when teachers are unable to manage student behavior in the classroom, learning for all students is diminished as teachers spend more instructional time on behavior management. And it can also be daunting for teachers when over half of the kindergartners in the classroom are struggling to follow directions, manage emotions, organize and complete tasks, and get along with others in the classroom. While the teacher is accountable for helping their students to achieve a more rigorous standard in reading and math than prior generations of kindergarten teachers, so these data, I think, are particularly hard on teachers who have the high expectations of being able to teach children how to read when they're struggling to get the children to sit still. Not surprisingly, teachers working in urban schools serving high proportions of low-income families can become demoralized.